Greetings to you all. My name is Nyombi Morris and I'm 25-year climate justice activist from Uganda, fighting for climate emergency and representing those who can't speak, those who have no social media, those who have been striking for climate justice but now they are under threats, those who are stuck in camps without food because of the impacts of climate change. I started witnessing climate change impacts when I was just 10 years. Both my parents were farmers who used to invest most of their money in farming to earn a living. Because it was near wetlands, we used to receive extensive flooding, which led to most of our crops to be destroyed. Some were washed away when during the time of germination, and others couldn't even come out. As time kept on moving, we had to sell off the land, the farm, and we moved to Kampala. So when they say time for action, we mean it, because we are victim to climate change impacts. There is no climate justice without access to clean water. There's no climate justice without educating girls and women. There's no climate justice without food. As a young leader, I started educating young people about climate change. I go to schools, I do tree planting, not because it's the only solution, but because it's the only thing I can afford as activists. When I started activism back in 2019, many used to ask, where is your action? You are like leaders who promise and don't deliver. So I changed that. However, my community is under attack by climate change impacts. Houses and infrastructure have been shaken. People are jobless. This year, in May, we received a massive flooding in eastern part of Uganda, which left over 800 displaced. Today they are stuck in camps. They don't have latrines. Girls have been forced into marriage. Parents can no longer sustain a living. Red Cross came to rescue, but that wasn't enough, because today the same people are stuck in camps without food. No one is standing for indigenous people who are protecting the forests. Go to Congo rainforests. According to the Guardian report, it showed that worldwide funds is paying armed guys to beat up indigenous people. This is how far climate change has gone. That people have no right to protect what is rightly theirs. This has to come to an end. When you go back to northeastern part of Uganda, that is Karamoja region, the mining taking place in that side has led to severe drought. People are no longer wearing shoes. People are no longer wearing, putting on good clothes. Heavy clothes are no more. People are moving barefooted because of drought happening in that side. This has been contributed by the mining companies, and these are coming from global north. But there is no adaptation without including people from the most affected community in decision making. All negotiations are going to happen, but the results are not going to favor the most affected people and areas because they're excluded. COP26 has excluded more activists than ever before. Some of us are stuck because we don't have badge. Some are stuck for funds, and they are promising us to deliver. What are we going to deliver? Okay, if you can't deliver, we need an international crisis team which is going to fight climate change catastrophe. We have seen flooding in Germany, we have seen flooding in England, we have seen wildfire in Turkey, we saw what happened in USA, we saw what happened in Nigeria, we saw what happened in Bangladesh, we saw what is happening in India. It it is still flooding. We need a global unity. It is time to set up an international crisis team which is going to fight climate change catastrophe. Yes, we need money for loss and damage, but also we need to set up a team which is going to follow up where that money will go. Giving out money is going to be approved, I do believe, but again, this money has been coming from International Monetary Fund and they have been giving it out. We are stuck in debt because of that money, but we don't know where that money goes. So we need to set up an international crisis team which is ready to run when there is something. They just run. Building up resilience will take long, but people today are suffering. We need to look at what is happening now before we look at the future. Yes, setting up resilience is not bad, adaptation is not bad, mitigation is not bad, but again, what about the people who are suffering right now? Who is going to fight for them? Who is going to help them recover from the injuries? COP26, failure to deliver, people from Global South are going to suffer. We are seeing insufficient result from Paris Agreement because many of you are benefiting from destruction through approving fossil fuel companies to continue performing their work of destruction. In Uganda, we have a new project called ECOP project, and this was approved. France, Total are among the companies which are fueling. It is expected to displace over 35,000 people. Where will these people go? And who is going to provide them with food? People who used to have their land. Today we are fighting famine, poverty, drought, landslide, unemployment. This has gone from bad to worse. What next? COP26. We need you to deliver, but the most especially decisions which are going to be made should be favoring the most affected people and areas. Thank you.